Here are some scenes from the gig log last night.
We're setting up right now. So here's a little setup in here as we're playing the single speaker out front. Big room. There's my kid. There she is, the helper. She's running from the camera. It's a green and gold Packers running. And yeah, they're playing ping pong. They have ping pong tables tonight. I think they like sports. Should be an interesting evening.
Open Gangnam Style.
Now, before I sang anything at all, the client was very happy. They did what they wanted to do. They had fun. You saw there was beer pong going on. They were hanging out with their college buddies doing that. There was a photo booth, candy bar. There was an outdoor patio, which was very popular. And then there was a lobby that was just outside of the hall as well that people were hanging out in. So people were real spread out. And we only had 140. That room was really set up for 500. I mean, I was so far away from anyone, I couldn't, make any kind of visual contact with them. I couldn't make out their faces. They certainly couldn't see mine. So there was no connection that way. The mic, I mean, it didn't sound bad, but when I would even try to hype him up for the grand entrance, I got no response because, hey, that guy way over there up on that stage has nothing to do with what we're doing over here. And they were right. I had nothing to do with what they were doing over there. I was too far away. The dance floor was so big that even when I had a lot of people on it, as you saw, I had quite a few people on it at one time, it still looked empty because it was huge. And when I would do like a slow song, like a Sinatra tune, I would almost have to do 2 in a row because as soon as that crowd, that older crowd would hear, ooh, I like this tune, they would start making their way onto the dance floor. I would watch them. And it takes some time. They got to recognize the song, get up, invite, their wife up or whatever. They start walking, they're weaving around tables. By the time they get to the dance floor, the song's almost over. Happened a lot. So I was like, oh no, let's get another one on that's just as good. So they didn't waste all that energy to be on the dance floor for 20 seconds. Those songs are short anyway, but that was a problem. And, I did my best. I did everything I felt like I could do. What could I have done pre-gig to avoid this? Maybe a side inspection with the client, and maybe saying to them, look, this is what I recommend. Let's not attack the room long ways. Let's attack it short ways because it's so big. Let's get everybody right in front of me. Let's shrink the dance floor down. And let's section off a third of the room and just not do anything there. Let's velvet rope it or something because it will create a more intimate space. Still not super intimate with lofty ceilings like that in a huge room. But I mean, I've played that room for 250, 300 before. I've attacked it short ways, had everybody right in front of me, and they have sectioned part of it off. And I've had good parties in there. And, again, the client's happy. That's all that really matters. But, there were some things that I would have liked to have seen happen that didn't. And, with a lot of activities and people involved in those activities, it's hard to, take the leftovers who really don't want to do anything and get them dancing. So a lot of distractions, big room. Anyway, that's it for gig logs for now. In a few weeks we'll see more. But this week we're going to just get some videos up. And then next week is DJ Expo in Atlantic City. We'll see you there. Practice and enjoy.